going on, everybody? It's PapaStones coming back with another video. So today, I don't really got a whole lot going on, and I know I'm gonna end up watching this video regardless. So I figured, why not watch it and react to it, give you guys my opinions on what I think. So yeah, let's just jump right into it. I'm also gonna eat my food because I'm starving. So this is kind of just like a normal day for me, but on camera this time. Got some chili dogs. I'll try not to pause too much, but if I really want to dive into a topic, I might, like interrupt. We'll see. Let's see. Hopefully my food's not on fire.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to our FFG Live. Today we're going to be talking about organized play updates for Star Wars Unlimited. And to do that, I'm joined by two very special guests. Would you like to introduce yourselves? I know people probably know you both by now.
I
hope
so.
Yeah.
We've been watching the chat, so we're like, oh yeah, that's cool. People know who we are. So yeah, so I'm Alicia. I'm the marketing manager for Fantasy Flight Games.
And I am senior game designer Tyler Parrott. I'm responsible for this.
His name's Tyler
game.
Parrott.
the game. Yeah. Great. So we have a ton to talk about today. So I know normally we have a little bit more back and forth, a little chattier with the chat specifically, but we have so much information to cover because we've obviously had a lot of things going on. We're hearing what everybody's talking about with organized play and what they want to see. And so we've got a ton of stuff to get through today.
And
so
you guys want to know this.
Yeah, and you're going to want to hear all this. So let's just dive right in. So Alicia, Shadows of the Galaxy just launched last week. We're hearing great things about it. People are really enjoying the set. You know, Mandalorians and Bounty Hunters. What more do you want, right?
Yes.
But very important for the organized play side, Set 2 marks the launch of the competitive play circuit for us.
Yeah, it does. Yep. So we are calling our first competitive cycle Season 0. And the goal of this cycle is to welcome as many players as possible to our competitive level events. So we're going to start with the planetary qualifiers, which are going to be happening in October, which is way sooner than we thought.
Man.
It's the middle of July already.
Early.
Can you believe it?
3 months from now.
So yeah, so we're going to start with the planetary qualifiers, build momentum by going through sectors, regionals, and then finally that galactic championship where we're going to have that winner, that big galactic champion.
We want everybody to have as most fun as possible throughout the year, and have everyone have an entry point that's at their level.
Yep, exactly. And that's a great way, especially those planetary qualifiers, because they're store level events. It's that first level of competitive play. It's a great way if you're a casual player to try tournaments for the first time. If you're
Okay, I'm confused. They're saying that these are store level events, so they're supposed to be casual. But if this is like how you get to Worlds, right? It's not going to be casual. Like, this is going to be a sweat fest. All right.
experienced competitive player with other TCGs, it's also a great way to start because it's the first time the Star Wars Unlimited community is kind of coming together and experiencing competitive level events. And because of that, being the very first time people are coming together, we've decided for Season 0 to not utilize the point system. Point system will start with Season 1. And really the reason behind that is because we wanted to focus on these events being fun. People are going to be learning and experiencing tournaments for the first time. So we really wanted to, have the focus be on fun, getting really, really cool prizes, and just having the bragging rights of being that winner instead of adding that pressure right away of having to generate points to qualify for those specific events.
And similar to how we designed the first 3 sets, really to make the first year about providing multiple entry points to the game based on your preferences in Star Wars theme or your preferences in game mechanics. We're really trying to embrace that same idea with our organized play system, where we want to provide people lots of opportunities to enter throughout the year so that when you start playing, once you feel comfortable, right? Because not everyone's going to be comfortable competing right out the gate.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of people are going to want to get their cards, play with their friends for a few months, feel like they have some level of competency before they go start playing against strangers. And so we want to
strangers
provide
day one.
lots of opportunities through the whole year for people to start engaging with the system.
Yeah, exactly. So like we mentioned, points will begin with Season 1. After all players and communities just have a chance to really experience competitive play with tournaments. Yeah.
And so specifically, I want to make sure that this is very clear for everybody that season 0 runs up through our very first Galactic Championship, and season 1 will be beginning immediately after that.
Yep, exactly. Yep, great clarification point. So yeah, again, we're using season 0 to really learn and grow with our communities, and we really want to hear your feedback throughout season 0 and obviously beyond season 0
For sure.
To build a really strong organized play program together.
Amazing. So I know we're talking about, this is the grand scheme of where everything is going, and we're building this organized play system towards it. But for those people that are, looking for that competitive play right now, as we enter set 2 in the meta that's coming up here, let's talk about planetary qualifiers. What information do we have to share a little bit about that?
Yep. So kind of like we mentioned already, planetary qualifiers begin in October for set 2. And yeah, I cannot believe that October is coming up so fast.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It was important to not start too soon because the set 1 metagame is this. I mean, it's only 250 cards. By waiting until October, we get to double the cards pool size, which means there's going to be a lot more decks to work with. But also, it means that we can have the season start, but before everybody starts getting too comfortable, we have set 3 coming out right in the middle of the season.
I'm gonna be honest. I've always hated that. I mean, it makes sense, right? But having no established thing makes things so chaotic, dude. Like, cause a former Yu-Gi-Oh player, right? Like, you go to a regional event, they drop a ban list, and you'd have like 3 days to prepare, and it felt so bad. Like, I, I don't know. At the end of the day, who cares, right? You'll do what you got to do, but I hate like mid-event you have to swap things out. So hopefully it's not like they drop set 3 on a Friday and then Saturdays when they roll out like 10 of these regionals basically.
To really shake things up in an exciting way.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's just going to add that additional layer of complexity that just keeps things fun, keep things interesting throughout season 0 so it doesn't, get stale. People don't figure out the meta too much.
Yeah, that's a problem that that you have to keep an eye out for when you're designing a big competitive game like this. Is the more people that are playing it in high level, high visibility ways, the more likely you're going to end up with the general groupthink figuring out what's going on in the metagame before you're ready to shake things up with the next set. And we found that 2 sets was about the right amount to get started, with the 3rd set really being when everything starts coming together.
Yeah, absolutely. So players who win a planetary qualifier will get an automatic invite to day 2 of the main event at the Galactic Championship, which is really, really...
Okay. That's a horrible spot to pause. I got to throw that out there. I just want to go back to what I said earlier. They said that this would be a casual thing for everybody to come in and have a good time. Now you're telling me if you win, you get a pass into day 2 at the World Championship in a sense. I don't know who's high here. It's got to be someone though. Like, you cannot expect this to be casual. And I'd be willing to bet like you're gonna have to pay decent money because you got to imagine there's prizing other than the day 2, right? And I mean, shit, the day 2 alone's good enough sometimes, but there's probably other prizing along the ways. Like, there's no way in any circumstance this will be considered a casual competitive event, I guess. That's crazy. Day 2 pass.
Cool. And players who win a planetary qualifier can expect a message from us, Fantasy Flight Games, after they win that planetary qualifier with some more information. And speaking of the Galactic Championship, that is going to be an open event.
And so we've talked a little bit about being an open event and not having to have invites, but what does this type of open event really look like for our first Galactic Championship?
Yeah, absolutely. So open event meaning that all players are going to be able to register for day 1 of the main event. until we reach that spot capacity. And then winners from day 1 will move on to
They
day
don't know
2,
the spot
and so
capacity.
on and so forth until we crown that galactic
Or are they
champion.
leaving that out willingly?
And the Galactic Championship is a lot more than just this main event. We're going to have lots of side events and lots of other really cool activities happening at this
I'm just
large-scale
talking way over
celebration
here.
of Star Wars Unlimited.
I've already seen some of the things that people have been brainstorming, and they haven't even asked me what I have, and I have so many ideas. They're not going to let me do all the things that I want to do at this event. But yeah, this is really meant to be an event for anyone and everyone in the community to come and celebrate the game. Whether you're a competitor, whether you're a collector, whether you're just here to play casually, whether you're here to cheer on your friends. We really want this to be a fun event that celebrates the whole game.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, whatever, all different types of players, even if you're just a casual fan of Star Wars Unlimited, I mean, there's going to be so much to do at this.
Yeah. From what I'm hearing so far about what's in store, I'm really getting excited to hopefully be there. Please let me go. And then getting to celebrate with everybody and help out and just have a great time with everyone. But again, there's still that level of competitiveness to get there. If you are winning some of these large scale tournaments on the competitive structure, you are getting a very nice prize of skipping a whole day in that main tournament, which is huge. I mean, I know from competing in 2-day tournaments, you can get a little brain fog.
I feel like day skips are so atrocious, to be honest, because you could have one good event. I don't, like I said, you have one good event. You get to skip an entire day, and it's probably like an 8-round day. And you just don't have to do it because you won your local event. Granted, I don't know how many there's going to be. They make it sound like it's going to be super chill, whatever. If it is like that, and it's our locals has 10 people on average, maybe 12, I guess. But if it was a 10, 12 person event and you win and you get a day skip for that, you're going to roll into day 2 and get slaughtered by people who are crushing day 1, right? So I don't know. I've never been a fan of day skips, but
After playing over and over again, now you get to show up and enjoy the first day and hang out and be like, oh yeah, I don't even have to play yet.
And the level of competitiveness, even at this first Galactic Championship, I think is going to be very high, simply just because of how many people are going to be. I mean, I've seen how people are engaging with the metagame right now, and we haven't even started running our tournament circuit yet. Let alone when we're at the Galactic Championships where the best players in the world are coming to compete.
Yep,
For sure.
It's going to be really amazing. So yeah, we will definitely release more information about the Galactic Championship in the coming months.
they got to know there's
But
other
until
tournaments,
then,
right?
yeah, planetary qualifiers. So we have been just absolutely blown away by how many players want to compete at these competitive events.
Sure.
So we are super excited
They just
to
think
announce
the whole game is
that
going to be
with
all
set
Star Wars
3,
diehards, or
we are
what?
going to be tripling, and in some cases, in specific regions, quadrupling the number of planetary qualifiers for
right.
Star Wars Unlimited, which is just
What is
amazing.
the original figure?
Yeah,
Like
that
1
is
to 4?
an incredible
or
number of people that could
50 to 200?
show up to their local stores and potentially get that first round buy for or first day buy for the first Galactic Championship, which is really cool.
First day.
First
wild.
day, whole day,
So cool.
just skipped, which is great. And so yeah, we've really this is a big part of what we're doing as a studio and as a company as a whole is really listening to what you all in the community have to say about the game, and we've seen the excitement and the love for the competitive scene and all of the things that brings, and so we really want to reward that and make sure that you all have the chance to have that competition, even in your local game store.
This is part of why we are calling this Season 0, honestly, because we really want to use this opportunity to listen to what people are saying and have the ability to pivot. So many people wanted to play in these events that we were like, okay, we got to find out how to do more. How are we going to do more? And everybody
Yeah.
got their heads together and made it happen.
Yeah, exactly. And what's really, really cool is starting with set 3, we're going to have over 150 planetary qualifiers around the world, which is
That is so many planetary.
amazing.
And that's on a per set basis, correct?
Correct.
For planetary qualifiers.
Correct.
So if your store is not one of those, maybe in set 3, but there's always the chance for set 4 and onwards to
That's
have
not
the
a
chance
lot.
to be hosting that.
And the fact that this is at the store level means it ideally should be very accessible. We want this to be happening
150
in lots
around
of
the
communities
world?
so that everyone has the opportunity to compete.
yeah, absolutely.
And so we're speaking about galactic qualifier or planetary qualifiers and galactic championships and all this stuff, which is super
probably gets,
important.
like,
And it's very good information for you to all
20
have. But we
events,
also
and
want to make
there's
sure that
maybe
we're
like
acknowledging some of the
2
pieces that we've had in
or
the
3
works
that are
and that you
close
all
enough
have had
to
probably
travel.
direct relationship with. So at this point, let's talk about the tournament software. So currently we've been using the Tournament Event Center, which is tech,
Hopefully they say
which
they're
is a
getting
beta
rid of
tool
it.
that we've been using to run Star Wars Unlimited events since the game launched. But I know that you've come with a little bit of news and some things to share about what the tournament software looks like going forward.
Yeah, absolutely. So we just want to say a really big thank you to everybody for all of the feedback that you've shared with us, and really, really big thank you to the retailer community for sharing super detailed feedback specifically about the usability of the tool. So we're really, really excited to share that we're working through extensive updates on that, which will be ready prior to the start of the planetary qualifiers or Season 0.
3
We
months.
are also really excited to share that we have partnered with a well-known, super trusted TCG software, one that players and retailers are using for their other TCG events every single day. We're just waiting for the
What is it?
contract details to be finalized before we make that official announcement.
Gotcha.
But you can definitely expect this new software to be ready before Season 0. Our highest priority is making sure that everybody has all of the resources that they need to run these events really successfully. So our current tournament software is going to be phased out prior to the start of Season 0. And we also recognize that
Perfect.
this could impact the way that players try to find events on StarWarsUnlimited.com.
Uh-oh.
So you can expect to see some updates there as well. And again, all of these updates will be ready before Season 0 officially starts.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I know that Season 0, everyone's super excited for it. And we had a couple questions in the chat that I think we can clarify real quick as we keep talking about this tournament software. But these planetary qualifiers are a worldwide event. Like this is not. I know I saw somebody questioning about Europe and things like. You can expect to see planetary qualifiers worldwide, which would be super
but
exciting.
where?
Oh, definitely.
And unfortunately, we don't have the planetary qualifier kit here yet, but I'm super excited for us to do a little unboxing and show off all the neat prizes that are going on for those events once we do have it. So look forward to a future live stream where I, steal one out of the warehouse and open it up for you all. So that is a little bit about the update for our tournament software. I think we can go on from here and talk about something that I know I've been getting questions about every time I am online or whatever I'm doing, which is a judge program. Yes. So do you have some things to share with everybody?
We
One
do.
so
We
bad.
have answers.
We have
Answers.
such an exciting update for everybody. So we are absolutely thrilled to share that we are partnering with a really well-known TCG company called Cascade Games, who are going to be creating the Judge program. So if you are interested in learning more about the Judge program and are interested in registering for that Judge program, you can head over to CascadeGames.com and we will pop a link to that specific Star Wars Unlimited page.
Link.
Yeah.
Down
Over
in the
there.
chat.
Point in
Yeah,
the
in
chat.
that corner.
Yeah.
Chat's over here, right?
So yeah, we'll pop that link in the chat in just a few seconds that will send you right over to the specific Star Wars Unlimited page. Yeah.
That's super exciting. I know that's the
exciting.
number
They
one
need
question we've
one.
gotten
Yeah.
since probably March.
Oh,
when
people-
people got cards in hand, everyone has said, Judge program?
People were asking me before the game even came out.
Yeah. And so I'm super excited we can finally talk about it with everyone. And, people can start getting these resources and getting their names on the list to become a great resource for your community by becoming a judge. So if you're interested, definitely do click that link and check it out. But we've gotten on top of the judge, it's something that judges have to deal with, which is tournament regulations and how we set up our tournaments. So if you were with us last week on Friday. We had a live stream all day, which thank you all for joining for that one. But during it, we made mention that there was a regulation, an update that went out. So our team has been really hard at work, making sure that that is meeting the expectations of players in the community and what we want a tournament to look and feel like for them. And so we've had a couple of updates. So Alicia, I know you have some things to share about just that as a general idea.
Yeah, absolutely. So the source of truth for all of our tournament rules is this tournament regulations document, which again is listed on our website. And really the purpose of this document is to make sure that all of our tournaments are welcoming, fair, and safe for everybody who's participating in these competitive level events. So we will publish updates to that infrequently. This is a living document as it's going to kind of grow and change with our community and how our community feels. But again, it won't be super often because we do recognize that we need stability during a competitive game season. We don't want to be throwing too many changes in there that'll throw a bad loop for everybody.
It's college football 25 after
change's sake
this.
is bad, but change when you're improving the process based on feedback. Good.
Very good. Very, very good. So yeah, throughout competitive season 0, we really want to hear your feedback. So if you have any thoughts, feelings about these tournament regulations, please let us know. Please let your friendly local game store know. Everything that we can do, and all of this feedback is super helpful for us as we try to build this really strong organized play program.
I didn't even notice those.
And so we also have a link that we could drop in the chat real quick for those tournament regulations. So if you're someone who has not looked at them yet, please take a look. But before we move on to some of our next things we want to chat about, we do have some specific changes that you wanted to make mention of before we go on.
Yeah, absolutely. So a couple of really specific changes are the top cut round has been extended to 75 minutes. Deck lists are no longer exchanged for the entire competitive event, just that top cut round. And tiebreakers have been added for single elimination play. And then, artwork. I was like, it's my favorite one.
Love their playmats.
It's my favorite one. It's the one that I'm the most excited about. So yes, artwork of all kinds are now welcome as long as it's deemed appropriate by the judge, and
that had to have been the craziest thing they tried to implement. Like, how are you gonna say, oh, you have to use Star Wars official or plain playmats? Like, what kind of shit is that? Like, ain't no way, bruh. I'm using my dragon mat that I always use. It cost me 20 smacks. Like, I'm not going out and buying a Star Wars or a plane for no reason. That's crazy. Like, I can't believe they tried to roll that one. Oh, but hopefully they address. I don't know if they will, because they said you could look at the tournament rules, but hopefully they said tiebreakers for single elim. Sure, that's kind of nice. Whatever. Hopefully they address the no winner is a tie instead of a double loss, because I feel like that is the worst game mechanic.
specific event. This does exclude feature matches, but again, for most people, you can bring your artwork, you can bring your cool sleeves, everything like that, which is really great. Yeah.
I know that we've mentioned that in the past, but this is now officially in writing. This is where it is, and this is what our stance is on it.
Yep.
And so we want to just make sure that we noted that for everybody. So this was a lot of information we had to talk about with the OP, which is great.
Yeah, which is super great. You know, we've been really, really excited to share all of these changes with everyone. We have been waiting to share a lot of these. So thank you everyone so much for being here and listening. Again, we want to hear your feedback. You know, we're all trying to build this really strong organized play program together, and we need to hear your feedback to be able to do that. So thank you. Thank you for sharing with us.
Yeah, we really appreciate it. Again, this level of transparency with us and you all. We love hearing what you have to say, and we always take that as a point of pride that we want to make sure that we're listening to the things that you all want to see in your competitive play and your casual play as a collector, and what you want the Star Wars Unlimited experience to be. So thank you all for being very open and honest with us, and we hope to do the same for you all as we keep moving into this first season 0, which is super exciting.
Just so exciting! I can't believe it's already happening.
I know. I've really enjoyed seeing people starting to put together the decks for set 2. It's been very interesting to see.
I was gonna say, yeah, we were just out playing this past weekend, and it was very fun to see the decks people were bringing.
Oh yeah. There's some spice out there. I'm excited to check it out. So before we go, we have a couple other things that we wanted to chat about. One of them is that we have a website patch notes going live today. I know that normally we would be doing these on the first of the month or the last of the month, around that time frame. But we have some really cool stuff happening on the website that we want to let you all know about. So be on the lookout on our socials, on our website for a quick little article detailing all the cool things that are happening on StarWarsUnlimited.com. On top of this, we also have San Diego Comic-Con happening next week, which I know some members of our team will be
this weekend?
Next weekend.
Next weekend.
No,
Okay.
next weekend. Yeah, we're good. And so I know that some of us will be attending that, including Jim Cartwright and myself. So if you see us there, please say hi. But in addition to just having some nice people like Jim around, we'll also be selling the convention exclusives for the very first time on site there. We put that on our social media as well. But you can stop by booth 2913E.
Write it down.
Write it down. It's also on our socials if you need to check that out, and you can find us online. But we are going to be selling those convention exclusives on a first-come, first-served basis daily. So swing by. Hopefully, you're one of the first people there to grab a convention exclusive. They're really cool, and I'm excited for people to finally get their hands on them, which will be great. And then, in addition to that, not only is San Diego Comic-Con next week, but the following week is Gen Con, which is just another
Convention
beast.
season.
You are going to have a blast.
Yes.
And also, you'll be exhausted.
I will be exhausted. I can't wait. So I'll be at Gen Con too. But we're going to be joined. All three of us will be at Gen Con the following week, as well as other members of our team. We've got Corey, Danny, John, Jim will be there as well. So there'll be a ton of us there, hanging out, playing games, and enjoying the Gen Con experience. So please be sure to swing by the event hall, our booth in the exhibit hall, say hello. We'll have convention exclusives there as well, and we will be going live very soon with the exact specifics of how you can pick up your convention exclusives at Gen Con. I'm excited for people to find out and learn more about that.
And there's going to be this is off the record.
Oh,
There's gonna be some Star Wars game designers who are there in an unofficial capacity who you also might run into.
Yeah, if you happen to see them walking around, say hello. I'm sure none of them will
whether or
mind.
not we're sending them, we all want to be there.
Yeah, we're really excited to be there for this. But there are still tickets for one of the major events for us at Gen Con, which is the in-flight report. So if you're someone who has not picked up your in-flight report tickets yet,
You're gonna want to.
You're gonna want to be there.
You're gonna want to see this.
Yeah, there's some really fun stuff we have to share about where that studio is
straight.
heading, as well as Star Wars Unlimited specifically.
Yeah.
So be on the lookout for that.
Someone will give me the
And if you're interested in
TLDR,
playing
right?
some Star Wars Unlimited, I know a lot of the events have sold out, but there is still spots for Twin Suns, which is one of my favorite ways to play.
That's your jam.
So I'll love to play if you're.
Twin Suns needs work. They don't talk about it. Well, maybe they'll talk about it right now, but the fact that Twin Suns ends when one person dies is the most atrocious thing ever. So I don't understand. So you're telling me like you could just I don't get it. Like as a whole, like that makes it so like all you care about because it goes off of base HP at that point. So it's like just heal yourself constantly and you'll win. Right? You don't even have to be the guy to kill anybody unless they're just gonna gang up on you, right? Like Twin Suns makes no sense. I feel like it has to be more like Magic Commander, where you just play till everyone's out, right? Nah.
Signing up. Well, I'll join you.
I know all three of us are going to be bringing quite a few different decks.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I know I'm packing 2 Twin Suns decks.
Ooh,
so,
okay.
Yeah, so I love Twin Suns.
Yes.
I just built my second one like 2 weeks ago.
I'm going to be interested to hear what it is. But also keep an eye on our socials while we're at Gen Con because there'll be fun activities that we'll be up to. Some of us will be running around the convention hall playing games and hanging out in different places. So if you see us again, swing by, say hello, and join us for some great Star Wars Unlimited fun there.
Get Xander a cup of coffee.
Yeah, give me a cup of coffee.
Trade
That'd
with
be great.
me. Everyone trade with
Tyler
me.
wants to make trades. But I think that pretty much brings us to the end of this stream. I think there was a lot of information to share. But
Xander,
yeah.
I brought cards for them.
Okay, we have
Wait,
cards for
what?
them?
You're not going to let me show my cards?
Let's show off some cards.
Look, I brought cards. They're even in my look.
Where did you hide those?
In the chair. They're big chairs.
They
They're
are big chairs. Somebody said they were comfy looking, which is true.
I got my hands on
do look
a
comfy.
weekly play kit for season 2.
Oh,
I don't even know if they've seen all these cards.
I think they did officially this morning. We had an
They
article.
did
look like,
officially this morning.
but
See
they
all these
haven't seen them in
cards.
person yet. So
But
let's
you know
open
what they
these
haven't
things
done?
up. Yeah, the little pool tab on top. Oh gosh, you're just tearing it up. What a
Yes.
monster.
There you go. Someone else.
All right, let's pass those off and
We
get.
conveniently
We've
have.
got a nice set of hands over to the side here.
Let me just.
Opening
I
up
shouldn't
them
be
up.
opening these. Someone with a better camera.
Yeah,
can
let's
open
do the
these.
top down and bring it over to them.
Yeah.
We've got.
Otherwise, I
Who
just
do we
be
got over
holding it
there
up like
opening up
this,
cards
hoping
for
they can
us?
see it.
Is that Corey?
Maybe.
Who's
All
gonna
right,
be-
Corey's gonna open up some
Show
packs
me
for
the
us.
cards.
Yeah, show me the cards,
Yeah,
Corey.
let's open up 3. Yeah, one
Three?
for each of us.
Three
here.
of them?
3.
Yeah, let's do 3.
Okay. Now, I want you each to pick a pack that you think is going to be the coolest. Let's start with Alicia.
Middle, because I'm in the
Left.
middle chair.
Honestly, fair.
So
I get
Tyler,
dibs on the right just to be annoying.
is this here right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Xander.
I'll get whatever's left. Yeah, let's find out.
You don't get to choose.
Let's start with Xander then.
Oh yeah.
Oh, come on.
Pull me something good. These are my first set 2 promos I'm getting.
Show me.
Razor Crest, okay, yeah.
Hyperspace
Stinker.
Razor
Ooh, I saw a peek of a foil.
I mean, it's
Oh, let's go.
So
God, I
Razor
have
Crest.
5 of those. I've been to
Okay.
one local since.
Incinerator Trooper. Let's
Yes,
see.
that one. Reading is hard.
Foil Remnant Reserves.
The card looks
Wow,
real nice,
pretty.
but
Remnant Reserves.
it sucks,
That's
right?
exciting. Oh,
The
that
very-
looks so nice.
Was he the
The
left or the
very
right?
first
I already
question we asked
forgot.
ourselves when we figured out hyperspace for cards in the booster set was, how the heck are we getting hyperspace versions of the starter cards into people's hands?
Yeah,
And this is a great
And
way.
this is it.
Yeah.
this is it. Yeah.
This means you don't
Go
have
for
to
it,
buy
Corey.
the starter
Let's
deck,
open the
to be
next one. And those
honest,
are the
if you play
papers
the
similar
game.
to
It
the
is
actual
the
packs.
paper.
Yeah.
For set 1, it was the more
Bless, the paper is so nice.
foil type feel, but this is the paper, and
I love the
it
paper
has to be my
packs.
favorite
I
part
can't
of
even cap.
opening unlimited packs is this paper.
It's
Yeah.
so nice.
So we have the Night Owl Skirmisher,
Stinker.
Nice.
Looks
the
cool.
Mandalorian rifle,
Why is she
Mandalorian
mouth gasp every
Wait, whose
time?
pack is this?
Conveniently.
Alicia.
Oh, this is Alicia.
mine?
Hey, and
This
Cloud
is
Rider.
Alicia.
Cloud Rider, yes.
Yeah.
Cloud Rider.
Love that card.
I'll trade you for it.
We can talk.
You can get your promo Cloud Riders and your promo Greedos, and they can be friends.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Corey is great at opening those weekly play packs.
Oh,
right.
Much better than me.
It
Show
feels
me
so
what
nice.
I got.
Oh man.
Take
Tyler.
captive, yes.
Take captive.
Dude, the gasps are killing me.
Oh, there's
Another
a foil peeking
Razor
out here
Crest.
too.
Also a Razor Crest, yes, good.
Another Razor
Dang.
Crest.
Oh,
IG-11.
All right.
Wow.
I'll trade you. I'll trade you.
I
I'll
love
trade you.
this IG-11 art so much. It's more, it has less going on than in the regular one.
Interesting.
But I personally am really drawn to the we're really focusing on the character, and the background is like not that important because I love simple, iconic
Yeah.
illustration.
And it's the best seeing, IG like swinging his arms around
Oh my
in
God.
like
Yeah.
every direction.
What a wacky guy.
Yeah, it's great. Thank you, Corey, for sharing those packs with everybody.
Thanks,
And thank you both
Corey.
for coming on to chat some OP updates. We will definitely be talking more organized play, as we unveil the planetary qualifier kits in the future, which should be
Yeah.
super fun. But otherwise, we have next week our Twin Sun stream. Alicia, you're going to be hosting it. Yes. So
Maybe I'll try to get that Cloud Rider in there.
Yeah,
Somebody's going to be at a bunch of conventions.
yeah, so it'll be great. But thank you again all for joining us, and we will see you all next time.
All right. Well, so that was interesting. Got some casual competitive events coming up for the competitive players. Excited to hear that. I enjoy a competitive game. Hopefully the tournament software is actually going to be good now. We'll see. Can't say I expect much, but hopefully, right? But yeah, I mean, if you stuck around to watch this, I appreciate it. Drop a like for me. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and catch you in the next one. Peace.